If you're building a spellcaster, you have this extra sheet. I just want to quickly explain what you do with that. Now I've dug out an old character from a 20th level paladin. Now the boxes at the top are already filled in, and so I just want to show you why they say that. So if I'm playing a paladin, the top left spellcasting class, you write paladin. Now paladin quick build suggests that strength should be the highest, followed by charisma, with the noble background. This 20th level character has an acolyte background, but strength, even at level 20, is still the strongest. Charisma is joint second. But that's after a lot of level ups. Okay, the paladin table shows how many spell slots you have to cast your spells. Spell slots. None at first, 2 at second. So as you level up, you'll end up having second level spells, which are obviously stronger, third level spells. Now, third level spells are bigger and stronger, so can only be cast at third level or higher. A second level spell is too big to be casting as a first slot, but you could cast it stronger in a third slot. So let's say you've got a spell that does 3 arrows of energy. By this level, you've got a second slot. It might do 4 arrows. By this level, it might do 5 arrows if you cast it stronger. Or it might be like bigger area effect, or it might target 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. To cast one of your paladin spells of first level or higher, you must expend a spell slot. Of the spell's level or higher, you regain all those slots when you finish a long 8-hour rest. Now I'm a sucker, so I always buy the cards so that I know which level spell it is, and I just have them in my hand. Although because I never play, I never get to do that. At 5th level, your proficiency is +3 by then. That is 4 first level spells and 2 second level slots. Slots, I should say. So you would pick 4 of these spells, reading through them and deciding what you want. 2 of these spells. But you might know more, just that you can only use those in a day. The slots are what hold you back from just casting a million spells every day. It exhausts you. Cantrips level 0 are like something you can do with ease. Clap, that's a cantrip. Alright, a level 1 spell is doing 20 push-ups. How many times can you do 20 push-ups in a day? That is your first level spells. And then a longer workout would be your second level spells. You know, it exhausts you, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can only do 1 9th level spell a day on top of everything else, because you're doing a marathon on top of clapping, on top of press-ups. It's just, it limits you. Bigger spells exhaust you more, that's why they're less. So the PHB will guide you over what you can pick, and the spell list is in the back of the PHB, or you buy the cards, which then you know. However, there are extended spell cards and extended spells in other books, such as, like Tasha's? So yeah, this is where you're meant to write your cantrips. They're level 0s because they don't have any slots. You can use them every time you've got an action. First levels. These dots are for shading in for the ones you've got prepared for the day, then you rub them out and tomorrow you say, I'm going to prepare this, this and this today. Spellcasting ability. A paladin uses his charisma. Spellcasting ability. PHB says which modifier each class uses. The spell save DC when you cast a spell and monsters are trying to save and not take the damage or run out of the way. That's the number to beat. The spell save DC equals 8 plus your spell casting ability, charisma here, plus proficiency bonus. Says that here. So that's 8 plus ability, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus proficiency equals 18. Yes, correct. Your spell attack modifier is your proficiency bonus plus your charisma mod. I have it on my photocopy sheet for people. Spell attack bonus, spellcasting ability plus proficiency bonus. Spellcasting ability, proficiency bonus, 10. D&D Beyond does a good job here with putting down, saying that you always have these prepared. You can always fire these off every day. VSM, verbal, somatic, material. Even these cards will tell you the V and S. The VSM, the verbal, the somatic, the material. Verbal, think abracadabra. You have to say the word. Think Expelliarmus. The somatic is like Doctor Strange, drawing glyphs with your hands. Cha-la-la-la-la. The material, light little materials, come in a component pouch, a belt where you wear full of all these little bits. Eye of Newt, Wing of Fly, and it'll say on the spell what is needed to cast it. But if you use it by an arcane focus, which is like a magic wand, but can be almost anything. Could be a ring, could be a bracelet. It's something that you channel and focus your spell magic through. That means you don't have to go out and find Wings of Fly and Eye of Newt. However, some spells will say you need a diamond to cast it, and that item will be consumed. So you'll be able to cast it again until you go and buy another diamond. Some DMs would usually just cross off the gold amount. Maybe a diamond costs 1,000 gold in town, so every time they cast that spell, they have to have enough gold to skip over the fact that they went to town and got a diamond at some point. I, myself, just make everyone have arcane focus and ignore the combustible ones. Yes. I'm just like, if you got the spell, you cast it. I know I've not gone in depth on spells. To be honest, as a DM, the whole Warlock, Wizard, Paladin, Druid, Artificer, all these, they're all do spells differently, and I find it a little bit confusing because I've not actually played long games. Clerics and Druids instinctively know all the spells on the Cleric and Druid list, but they're still limited by the slots they can perform. Yeah, the Bard, spells known, they just instinctively know these. Sorcerers know a different amount. Now, wizards have the ability to carry a spell book with them, so when they learn another spell, they can actually spend time and money writing it down in their book, and that's how they know it then. So when a wizard finds another enemy's wizard spell book, for every spell it will cost them, but they can pay for the writing down of each spell. But to somebody else, it would just read like nonsense and gobbledygook and hieroglyphics. You need to be able to understand the spells to copy them. I'll tell you something else, there are some good apps. Spells. You can actually itemize the ones that you have, and this is what I cross-reference when I'm playing with an enemy who has spells and stuff. So you can do all your slots on an app so that it'll tell you, you can just tap the button and it's like, oh, you've used that today, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. And very clever. Hopefully that helps in some way, and I'll see you in the next video.